Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are driving on Mandela Highway. Now look on the left, look at all of that land. And there's so much empty land or empty lots along Mandela Highway. Have you ever wondered why there are no developments on this land? Mandela Highway is the busiest road in Jamaica. The busiest. Yet, so you would think the busiest road in Jamaica would have a lot of developments beside it, but it doesn't. There is so much unused or underdeveloped land, and that's because this land is owned by the UDC, the Urban Development Corporation. So we're going to go through an article that talks about all of this land that the UDC owns. As a matter of fact, not only this highway, the Northern Coastal Highway, the UDC owns most of the land around it. Now, I've always wondered, this is the busiest road in Jamaica. It has the busiest gas station in Jamaica, the largest and busiest gas station. And I've always wondered, why did it take so long to put a gas station on the busiest road in Jamaica, the busiest section of the road? So we're going to go through an article that talks about all of this prime real estate that the UDC owns and their plans redevelopment. Now their plans move very slow. Very slow. Across from this gas station, they are putting up the Raintree Commercial Complex on the land owned by the UDC. It's a UDC project actually. Further down, they are putting up the Caymanas Economic Zone. It's being done by the Port Authority of Jamaica on land owned by the UDC. And do you know the Port Authority of Jamaica could not wait any longer? They had to start the development without getting the land from the UDC. The land is still in the UDC's name. So the UDC moves very slow. Maybe they're cautious, maybe because they own such prime real estate, but I think they need to divest some of this land. And I think the Prime Minister gave a directive that the UDC is to divest 20% of the land they own. They own the government's land. And when the government builds a road, like that road they're building from Hanover to Westmoreland, I'm not 100% sure, but chances are it's going to be built through government land. Now, on the right is where they're building a Raintree Commercial Complex, and on the left is where they're going to do the Special Economic Zone. Further down, the UDC needs to free up this land. There should be plazas along Mandela Highway. Now, on the North Coast, the tallest hotel in Jamaica, Moon Palace, that land that it's being built on is owned by the UDC. Well, obviously they bought it from the UDC. Where you have Hard Rock Hotel being built or to be built, land was owned by the UDC. Where you have the Unico Hotel under construction, land owned by the UDC. The UDC needs to divest quicker because we need to develop these lands. A lot of land on the Northern Coastal Highway, and that land I just described where Moon Palace and Hard Rock is going, prime real estate, beachfront property. And in Hanover, they've sold some beachfront property land as well. So we're going to go through an article that gives more information on the UDC's land holdings and their plans. The Urban Development Corporation, established in 1968, is one of Jamaica's most influential government agencies, charged with managing and developing prime real estate across the island. Over the past 5 decades, the UDC has shaped the nation's urban growth, tourism expansion, and infrastructure planning. Today, its ownership of highway-adjacent lands places it at the center of Jamaica's economic transformation, especially as the government pushes for more efficient land utilization and private investment. The UDC operates under the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation and plays a critical role in national planning and development. Its mandate covers managing and developing state-owned lands for housing, tourism, and commerce, partnering with private investors on major infrastructure projects, driving urban renewal in Kingston, Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, and other key towns. One of the UDC's most valuable assets is its strategically located land near Jamaica's major highways, which has positioned the agency as a central player in national development. The Caymanas Estate development beside Mandela Highway St. Catherine is one such example. The UDC has committed $3.8 billion in its infrastructure upgrades with expected private sector contributions exceeding $15 billion. Connectivity, the immediate access to Mandela Highway and both legs of Highway 2000 places it at the heart of Jamaica's industrial growth corridor. That's the land beside Mandela Highway. UDC owns several high-value parcels near the Portmore Toll Highway and along Dyke Road. In 2025, UDC put a nearly 3-acre lot up for commercial development with a starting bid of Jamaican $235 million. The area is expected to become one of Jamaica's fastest growing commercial zones, fueled by Portmore's population boom and proximity to Kingston. UDC also owns extensive tracts along the North Coast Highway, particularly in tourism-heavy parishes like St. Anne, St. James, and Trelawney. These lands are earmarked for hotel and resort development in collaboration with brands like Rio, Sandals, Princess Hotels, and others. Integrated residential and tourism hubs designed to support Jamaica's growing visitor arrivals and upgraded transport links to airports, beaches, and entertainment facilities. Alright guys, that's the end of the update article. That just gives you an idea of the prime real estate that the UDC owns. And they need to divest more. Alright guys, let us know what you think. Leave your comments in the section below. Alright guys, have a good day.